Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor. So, doing another video recording. I think it's my seventh for the day. I think I'm averaging about 10. I just want to say this outright. I know I now have 52 subscribers. Thank you so much. By all means, don't have the bell on or don't obviously feel obligated. I don't have to tell you this. No one's obligated to do anything, but don't feel obligated to watch all these. This is kind of a therapy for me. So, I talk, I think, I have all these ideas. I got like 8 notebooks full of ideas. And I'll grab one of those ideas and I'll turn on the recorder and I'll just riff. So I have kind of a rough outline of what I'm going to say, and then I riff. In fact, I was just reading Harlan Ellison's book. Let me grab this here. Okay, and I love him. He's amazing. And he was talking about how he writes. When he's writing, he has an idea, but he doesn't know exactly. So he's like learned, like this first story here, short story is, as you can see, I have no mouth and I have no mouth and I must scream, right? So he didn't know, like he has this idea and it's in his brain, and then he starts writing. He's just as surprised as you people, and you could see it in the writing. So I feel the same way. While I'm doing this record, I go, oh, I know kind of what I want to do, but I want to see where it goes. It's exciting, right? So I'm excited, I'm surprised, and hopefully people who are watching this are surprised too. So what I do know, what I want to talk about is there's a great channel I just discovered called Dark Matter 2525. So I've done at least a half dozen videos on the Bible, Christianity, religion, probably more. And a couple of weeks ago, I did like an hour and 20-minute thing on the Book of Job, and I actually was playing some of the Very Bad Wizards, the podcast, and I had some commentary there. And then just recently, I did Ecclesiastes. So somehow I stumbled upon this Dark Matter 2525, and I got to tell you, this is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. This person's channel is called Dark Matter 2525, and here's his take on the Book of Job. And this guy knows his shit. Like I don't know how many videos he has, like at least 100, I believe, and they're animated and they're funny and they're scripted, and it's just the best thing I've ever seen, you know. So let me just say this. All right. The Bible is crazy. We all know this. And what's annoying about fundamentalists or Orthodox Christian, it's like, yeah, there are some very good people, but when you shove that shit, it's like, don't be stupid. When you talk about the story of, I don't know, Sodom and Gomorrah, and the part where the angels want to the townspeople, the people of Gomorrah want to have anal sex with the angels. Don't tell me you don't think that's bizarre. Or Jacob wrestling an angel or God all night and then losing, like God doesn't even win the fight, I think, something like that. Or how about in the forest where the prophet, doesn't matter who the prophet's name is, but is being teased by kids, and God 6 bears on them and slaughters them, mauls them, eats them, and kills them. And there are thousands of other really crazed, bizarre stories. You read the Bible, and God is like this crazy maniac. He's an insane, sadistic bastard. And you can't say that he's not, or you haven't read the Bible. All right? There's a lot of fucked up shit. All right? So, okay, having said that, I mean, I don't even associate with people who say, oh, the Bible's good. I mean, let me tell you a little story. This is a little anecdote. I knew this person was fairly smart and all this, and he's an Orthodox Christian. And I said, wow, the stories in the Bible, it's like they're so crazy. And he goes, he said, I think I brought up the example, I think it was something in Leviticus. And he goes, well, crazy how so? I go, you're not a reasonable person. You're not genuine. You're not sincere. You're just an asshole. That's like, are we going to have a conversation here, or are you going to play games? Right? Okay? So I don't associate with this person anymore. He's an asshole. I think he uses religion to kind of manipulate and control people. Like, hey, I've read the Bible, and he's fairly smart. He goes, I know what Jesus wants. Like, okay, I'm dialed into Jesus, and everyone else is stupid. That sort of shit. It's really grotesque. Okay, so having said that, there are assholes, these Christians, and there's some people who just don't know. People who have not read the Bible, right? So, okay, you have assholes, ignorant people, all that, you know. But let me say this about this Dark Matter 25. Now, he is brilliant. He really is. But the thing is, you shit on religion, and then what? I mean, you can't feel good about that. Like, hey, there's no God and this and that. That's a dead end too. So my whole thing is trying to find something new or more exciting. I identify as a universalist. One of the greatest books I've ever read is Houston Smith's The World's Religions. So there's something to this. I used to be an agnostic atheist, and now I am not. I believe 100% in God. What this God is, I don't know. But I draw from all areas, from Buddhism, Hinduism, and certainly from the Abrahamic monotheistic traditions like Islam and Christianity and Judaism, but everything, even American Indian stuff, and as I said, the Eastern stuff, and Hinduism and Taoism and even Confucianism, excuse me, and of course Buddhism. So I believe, or even AI, right? They call this the atheist religion, right? Artificial intelligence. Okay, so let me get right into this. This is super exciting. This guy's channel is the best. It's no wonder he has like 50 million people who watch his stuff. Something like that. It's crazy. It's way up there. Let me see what his subscribership is. Let me go here. Okay, he's got, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter, but for this video, he had 2.1 million views, and it's brilliant. Okay, let's get right into it. The Book of Job.
This is Job. He's very loyal to God. He's well respected, and he has a pretty good life with a lovely wife, 7 sons, 3 daughters, and plenty of material possessions, including 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and many servants. All that is about to change.
Satan! Beelzebub Ding Dong! Long time no see. Where the hell you been, girl?
I thought you were omniscient.
Just been wandering around the
That's
earth.
so good.
Chilling. So,
Let me turn it
did
down.
you by any chance notice my homeboy, Job?
God.
He's one of my all-time favorites. The dude fears me and shuns you. Yeah, he's cool with you, sure.
Look, Satan's
That's
a girl.
just because you give him a sweet life. Screw with his life, and he'll become a hater. Care to, make a little bet on that?
This is true.
Sure.
Lucy, don't stoop to his level.
Okay. Do whatever you want to his stuff, but just don't hurt him. Deal?
Let me pause this for a second. All right, you might say this is outrageous, but it's right there in the Bible. The Book of Job. Satan and God have a bet. I kid you not. In fact, the person who, this Orthodox Christian asshole, who was, I am, not to get into this again, but I was very unwell. I was very, very sick. And I don't know if he was busting my balls, but he said, why don't you read the Book of Job? If you're sick, do not read that book. It's crazy. It's a crazy one. Okay, let me continue on. You see that?
Okay, this has gotten way out of hand.
Idle hands?
People are dying over this stupid bet.
Shut the hell up, Jeffrey. I'm trying to see what you got. Yeah, I got a lot of money riding on this.
Lord, you gaveth unto me everything, so you may take it all back if thou wishes. All my years of hard work surely did nothing to amass my fortune. No, it was all
Sorry about that Twitter account
you gaveth
notification.
unto me those animals and servants who were slaughtered. And my 10 children, they existed surely not because I repeatedly impregnated my wife by way of sexual intercourse, no, but because you, an invisible, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, spaceless, timeless, uncaused, transcendent, absolute, perfect, benevolent deity gave them unto me.
That's brilliant writing.
So I have no problem with you taking them back. Camel Mart has a similar return policy, so why should not the Lord?
Okay, God, you won. It's over. Man, you are sadistic.
Satan,
know.
loosey-goosey, where you been? Same old, chillin'.
Why do you keep asking? You know everything, and she knows you know, and you know she knows that you know.
How about that Job, Lucy? Fucked his shit up and he's still my homie, yo. Yeah, but that was just his family and possessions. Fuck him up, and he won't be your homie anymore.
Don't either of you think it's a bit wrong to be gambling with people's lives?
Deal. Double or nothing. Sweet.
Guess not.
Let me pause this for a second. I hope you people are listening to this closely. Now, you might say with the voice, like God owes that voice like that, and you might, people who are not, listen, I don't want to be insulting here, but perhaps unsophisticated Christians, you understand the God of the Old Testament and parts of the New Testament as well is a sadistic psychopath. You know, all the characteristics of a brutal, horrible, fickle, capricious maniac, sadist with all the power in the world. It's crazed. It's terrifying. The Old Testament is absolutely terrifying. I mean, you think about the most brutal, worst dictators we've had, let's say, recent memory, Stalin and Mao and Pol Pot. This is a million times worse, like the same sort of personality. And yet, I guess if it's all powerful, no wonder Christians are scared shitless. God is a psychopath. I mean, the God of the Old Testament, all right? The way it reads. Okay, let me continue on.
Like, OMG, thou still haven't
I love
cursed
that,
God
OMG.
yet? Thou art gross. Just die already.
But God giveth unto me very good things, like you, sweetie, and I accepted them. So if he desires to giveth unto me bad things, like nasty sores, I should accept those too.
Thou needs to accept a shower is what thou needs to do.
Oh God, that's nasty. That's
Is
really,
that
really
pus?
nasty.
I think
You
that's
should have
pus.
that looked
Dude,
at.
You should clean that off. That's pus.
I wish I was never born. Thou art being a bit of a pussy, Joe, but yeah, good people don't suffer. Thou art jacked because thou probably
This is actually
did
very
some
good, though.
bad
Listen.
shit, and this is thy punishment?
Yeah.
That's why God killed thy children. I mean, if I died right now, I'd be like, oh snap, my dad needs to stop jerking off. Or whatever it was he did to piss God off.
Thou
Yep.
needs to cease thy jerking off.
Yeah, if only he knew the real reason was for a bet. Some benevolent God you are.
Crazy, right?
Some
But it's the
friend
truth.
you are.
I kid you not.
This sucketh. Thou hast
This
not a
sucketh.
clue. Thou art wrong about me. I wish I'd just die already.
Oh,
What's
my God.
happening to thee is justice.
Justice? No. A bet with the devil? Yes.
And your children are dead because they were probably rotten sinners too. Damn! No, he didn't. That's a
Let me pause this.
right there.
But I
People really feel that way too. Christians, like they feel when really terrible things happen in your life or whatever. I mean, because terrible things happen to everyone. That's just the way it is. That's life. But for some reason, a lot of Christians will think, "Oh my God, I must have fucked up. I don't know. Maybe I masturbated too much. Who knows what the hell it is? Maybe it's crazy. I mean, this wacky guy that I used to associate with, this Orthodox Christian, always said like, "I'm not a good person. God is pissed." I go, "Dude, man, you're not a serial killer. As far as I know." I mean, I hope you don't have bodies in your apartment. And I go, dude, you're definitely fucked up. There's no question about it. And you're flawed and you're mean. But just relax with this. Don't worry about it. Just relax. All right, let me continue on.
I swear, I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, Sheriff. I wish God would come down right now and prove thee wrong.
Indeed.
So would I, actually. I'd love to see that. You could tell him all about your bet.
Whatever.
God is mysterious. Thou can't possibly understand his reasons, which I'm sure are really deep and far beyond thy comprehension.
Indeed.
I mean, it's not like he's doing this to win a bet or something.
Isn't that something?
Just
That's so
admit
brilliant,
thy
the writing there.
wrongdoing, and he'll ease off.
Thou art a fucking know-it-all. Please, God, just let me know what I did wrong.
But he didn't do anything wrong, did he?
I know.
Wicked people suffer, and thou art suffering. So do the math, bitch.
You
Damn
said
Skippy.
it, brother.
Oh my God, that's it. You made me feel so much better now. Not! Man, I'd never say such shit unto thee. Dear God, my life is truly foobar before thee, and though thou hast fucked me and my family up so very thoroughly, I know thou art my advocate in heaven. Thou art my witness who knows my innocence.
This guy over here with the speeches, I guess we're just retards before thee.
Indeed.
It doesn't take a chariot scientist to figure this shit out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You got to be wicked or this wouldn't have happened to thee.
Yup.
Booyah.
Look, for some reason, I don't know why, God is pissed at me, and I don't need thy tools kicking me whilst I'm down.
God curses wicked people,
I heard that.
just like someone we all know.
Bullshit. Evil people enjoy success.
Well, surely God isn't punishing thee because of thy piety.
Actually, if you think about it, his piety is exactly why he's being
Yep.
punished.
Irony.
Stop lying and trying to make it look like God made a mistake. Submit to God, and he will return thy bling to thee.
If only I could
Sorry
just
for the movement.
see
I'm holding
God
up the
and
phone,
talk
so.
to him.
Oh, please.
I'd find out what his problem with me is and show him that I'm not so bad after all. But unfortunately, the motherfucker's invisible.
That's
Bullshit.
just fucking nonsense, and you know it.
Thou art not righteous to God.
Nope.
Thou art like a maggot compared to God.
Yeah? Well, Job never made a bet with someone's life.
Oh, that helps, Billy. Thanks. I maintain that I am righteous.
What a crock of shit.
Man, I miss the old days when I was like a goddamn rock star.
Oh, don't give me that shit.
People loved me. And now they spit in my fucking face.
Oh, poor baby.
Please, God, I cry out to thee. I suffer so very much. Hey, you following me, camera guy? Sam Powell is gonna clean your kitchen, your bathroom, your car, your sink, your spouse. I
Little
swear
humor.
I've been blameless. If I haven't, then let God himself step forward with his accusations against me.
You know, he's gonna be really pissed off when he finds out this was all over a bet.
It's crazy, right?
Better keep that one on the down
It's the
low.
truth, though. This whole read the Bible.
Okay, thou old farts have
Book of
gone
Job.
on long enough. I may be young, but I ain't dumb, you dig? Job, God obviously found some fault with thee.
Ha! Look at them all. Fucking clueless.
God has probably already answered thee, like in a dream or some shit, and thou just ain't listening. God don't do evil. There's no way he did this to thee unjustly. Thou art answering like a guilty man. Thou art rebelling against God. Cry out to him all thou wants, but God don't answer arrogant little sinners like thee.
Oh, yes, I do.
Holy fuck!
Alrighty, I'm bored of this shit. Job, God Almighty Daddy Big Boss is about to interrogate the shit out of you. And you best answer him straight, boy.
This is
Where
good.
were you when I laid the Earth's foundation? Who did all the measuring and stonework?
I don't know.
I did. Who made the goddamn sea? Me. Do you command the sun?
Bully.
Nope.
Yep.
I do.
A braggadocio,
Where does the
bully.
wind go? Can you bring out the stars? Do you know heaven's laws? Who makes thunderstorms? Me. Who makes ice? Me. Who provides for the animals? Me. Who gave them their gifts? Me. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I'm not worthy.
Stop being a little bitch. Answer me. Are you glorious and splendid like me? How dare you insist that I owe you an explanation for this?
What an asshole.
I know,
I am
an asshole.
sorry.
Scumbag.
Thou art truly a badass God. I hate myself and repent before thee.
Now that's what I want to hear. Fear and submission. Me
Yep.
like thee.
Yep.
Vince, what did he win?
Hey, you're gonna love it, Job. You got double your merchandise back. You're gonna get your 14,000 sheep, your 6,000 camels, your 1,000 yoke of oxen, and your 1,000 donkeys. Oh, I repent. But wait, there's more. You following me, camera guy? Now, because you repented within the last 30 seconds, you're gonna get your 7 brand new sons, and you're gonna get your 3 daughters that are even hotter than the ones you used to have.
It's hilarious.
That's
It's
great,
crazy.
God. I really appreciate it. But I miss my children who died. Couldn't you?
Up. Don't push it, Job.
Sorry you killed your kids. Here's a new set.
Hi, Job.
Aha! I knew a mediator would fly down from heaven and defend me.
That's right. Look, Job, God is about to show up and scare you into submission by bragging with some bullshit about how badass he is. But it's actually all an act to cover up the fact that this was done to you so that he could win a bet with the devil.
Thou art gotta be shitting me.
No, thou aren't shitting you.
My children are dead. Hundreds of my servants dead. I'm in pain day and night, and people think I'm a monster. All for a bet?
Yup. So here's what we're gonna do. I say we play a little prank on God. You in?
Oh, yeah. I'm so in.
Okay, brace yourself. I'm gonna take you into the future, all the way to the 21st century.
Wow. What shall we do there?
I'm gonna take you
Let me
to
pause
John
this
F.
just for a
Kennedy
second.
Elementary School for some classes.
How good is that? You know, so again, this is totally guerrilla style. And by the way, go on this guy's channel, Dark Matter 2525. Subscribe, not that he needs my help to promote him. I was thinking about just filming this and then doing voiceover. I film this, send it to iMovie, come over. You know, I don't want to be a dick and copyright and all that, but there's a few minutes left, and how good is this? And it's right on. People say the bet. Like, you talk to unsophisticated Christians, and they might not, people have not read the Bible, and they're like, wait a minute, like a bet? A bet? God had a bet with Satan? They're like, no. And it's like, no. The truth. Okay, let's continue.
Where were you when I laid the Earth's foundation? Who did all the measuring and stonework?
Actually, 4.54 billion years ago, the Earth formed by accretion from the solar nebula.
This is
the
great.
gravitational attraction of gas and debris that eventually coalesced into the Earth.
Well, who made the goddamn sea and tells it what to do?
Well, around 4 billion years ago, the oceans formed as a result of the Earth's outgassing and comet bombardment, as the solar system was still quite young and full of debris. As the planet's surface cooled, water condensed into rain and filled the lower terrain, making oceans. Minerals like salt entered the ocean through runoff and exited the ocean through tectonic activity and evaporation.
Lightning.
Electrons within a cloud repeatedly stream and pull, branching and splitting into a step leader. As its altitude lowers, it pulls on the ground. As the surplus of negative energy gets within, say, 10 to 100 meters of the ground, streamers or weakly luminous plasma filaments are launched toward the step leader from any ground-based object. The one that makes the connection closes the circuit and causes the lightning bolt to form. A 10,000 ampere current will flow.
Just shut the fuck up already. Jeffrey, you had something to do with this, didn't you?
Bad God! Bad. Now you heal.
Stop it!
Now you do the right thing and you heal Job right now.
Fine. Happy now?
No, you should resurrect his children too.
Resurrect? Sorry, but no can do. Dead is dead.
Oh, like you'd never resurrect one of your own kids?
No, of course I wouldn't.
Oh, look
Would
at that.
too.
Would not.
Two?
Not.
Wanna bet on it?
You're damn right I do.
Okay, fine. Winner gets to be God, loser goes to hell.
Deal.
He just fucks himself. God, fuck this shit. Oh, that was good. That was really, really good. So, okay. So, having a little fun with this, and perhaps some people who are Christians might think, oh, it's over the top, it's blasphemy, whatever. But, I mean, you have to look at this stuff. You know, I don't know what else to say. So, I'll be doing a lot more of this stuff, and I'm up 25 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. That was great. How, boy, shout out to Dark Matter 2525. What a great job. Okay. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk.